Hey everybody, Prepper Nurse 1 here. I was going to show you this here first. We got everything is melting, so it's all going in. That's already full, that thing's already full. But so everything is melting. You look at the roof over here, that's all melting, and just burning some paper garbage. Batteries are charging, the sun is out. It is about 41 degrees right now. And the batteries are sitting at 60% in charging right now. So depending on how much, most likely I will have to run the generator for a little while today. But the last 2 days I haven't run it at all, haven't had to. So it's about 12:30 right now. So we'll see how much more sun we get in here, and we'll kind of play that one by ear, and we'll figure that out as we go along. So I got Dave is gonna head out. So the way we deal with stuff is he's gonna bring the four-wheeler up with a trailer. So he's gonna take. I got 2 tanks that need to be filled. And then I got my cans that are garbage that I can't burn. Anything that I can't burn, like canned goods or pop or beer cans or bottles, you know, a lot of that type of stuff, that all gets humped out of here and gotten rid of. So since he's going to head out, he's going to take care of that. So I wanted to talk to you guys about what we all just dealt with, okay? And I'm sure certain parts of the country, they got more snow coming. I know there's going to be rain coming, and the possibility of flooding and those type of things depending on how much rain that we get. The rain's not really supposed to hit here until some point tomorrow later in the afternoon. We'll see how that goes. The next 3 days are supposed to be, I mean, like today's going to be the coldest of the next 3, and today's high is going to be about 45 down here. So we're going to be pushing 50 degrees the next 3 days after today. With combination with rain, because Thursday's looking like an all-day rain event here, we should have the majority of the snow gone by that point. I'm thinking. I mean, I don't know for sure, and I can't say, well, it'll all be gone. I don't know. We'll see how much of it, you know, gets rid of. I mean, even today, it seems like there's less. It's not as high as it was, I guess is the right way to describe it, but. So yeah, so that's where we're kind of at with that one. But anyway, so we just had this event for what, a week, 10 days maybe, whatever it was, but right around that 10 days, where the weather was just pretty atrocious, extremely cold. I was banging through some propane. I'm not going to lie, with the camper, absolutely banging through some propane. So here's the thought that I wanted to share with you, because whenever anything happens, it always gets me thinking, obviously. And so the thoughts that go through my mind are, okay, if it's a true SHTF event, we're not going to be wasting the propane trying to heat the camper during a cold stretch. You're just not going to do it. Like I said, the priority is always going to be those batteries and keeping those batteries warm. So literally, if that meant that I took some blankets and stuff like that and wrap them around those batteries to keep those batteries warm, that would be obviously the priority, because that's your long-term solution for power. So we would be hunkered down someplace with a wood stove, so we would have to either go in the pavilion, button that off at this point right now. Okay, so we have 3 options right now. Okay, we would go in the pavilion, because that has the wood stove in there, but it's obviously wide open. We would have to try to button up everything as best that we could, so that we weren't losing all that air. The other option would be go down to the deer blind, because the deer blind has the wood stove in there. Probably the best option at this point for a short-term solution, because, that's all buttoned up. He's got it insulated and got it squared away in there. And the third option would be Sandy's tent, because she has the wood stove for the tent. But when she was in there with the wood stove, she literally, because it's a small, it's a very small wood stove, and even though it heats up the tent very well, it's only gonna, you have to feed it every hour and a half. So, you know, which means somebody would have to be up, somebody would have to stay up and make sure they're taking care of the fire to keep it warm, especially if it's really, really cold. So, you know, I think about those things and the utilization of the resources that we have. I got a lot of propane, and a propane will keep me going for a while. But, you know, in a situation like we just went through, you know, the camper was, when it was 5 degrees out, the heat was on nonstop. So, you know, I mean, so you're going to definitely burn through some propane. Like right now, I'll give you an example. The heat is set for 62 inside the camper. I have not turned it up today. Right now inside the camper, it's 64. The sun is out. It's warming up the camper. So it's not having the, you know, it's not having it working. So it's, because it's warmer, obviously it's going to raise the temperature in the camper anyway. So that's a good thing. The point I'm trying to make here, I know I'm dancing all over the place, but I'm trying to explain a couple different things first before I, you know, go on with what I was going to say here. What we went through just here recently with the weather around the country, we gutted it out, we grinded it out, and that's what we had to do. But we all realized there is a light at the end of the tunnel. Things are going to get better. The weather's going to get better. The snow's going to melt. All those things, right? But in a true SHTF situation, what you have to look at is, okay, nobody's coming to the rescue. Nobody's plowing the roads. So once you get that first good snowstorm, and if it doesn't melt off, you're not going anywhere until it melts off. And even in that case, if you can go anywhere after that, how much gas do you have? Because if there's no gas stations working and all that type of stuff, it's going to really limit you on your capabilities of doing different things. So that's another aspect of it. But the game plan you have to think in your head is, okay, you know, even though we just went through this and it wasn't horrible, it sucked weather-wise, yes, and it wasn't fun. But, you know, obviously we're looking at the extended forecast too. In a true SHTF event, what you're going to do is you're going to wake up, you're going to poke your head outside, and you're going to go, okay, the sun's going to be out today. It seems like it might be warmer. There's no forecast anymore. So you can't make any long-term plans because you don't know what the weather is going to do. You know, natural disasters are going to continue to happen. Tornadoes are going to continue to happen. Hurricanes are going to continue to happen. Flooding is going to continue to happen. Sleet, you know, freezing rain, all those things are going to continue to happen. So your whole game plan, your whole look on things is going to need to shift and change. And are you ready for those things to happen? So those are things you need to think about as well. So just some thoughts for you guys to think about. You know, if this was a true SHT event that just happened and we were not able to get out and you were not able to go and do the things that you needed to do and nobody was going to plow the road, so you're stuck for months possibly without having to go anywhere. Are you ready for that? And that's the thought process I want you guys to put your minds into. Are you ready for this? What am I going to do about it? How am I prepared for it? And all those type of things. So just something to think about, okay? So I definitely wanted to put that bug in your ear so that, you know, I always think about all these things. I definitely do. I mean, because like right now, okay, no big deal. Burn through 2 cans of propane. Go get them refilled. Not a big deal. You know, it's just part of what we're dealing with through this winter. You know, there has to be a better long-term plan so that I'm not burning through the amount of propane that I'm burning through. So does that mean I make an extension off of the porch? And if I do that, well then obviously that woodshed would have to be moved because that's not going to work. You know, that's one of the things I'm thinking possibly for a shorter term solution is, you know, the camper's 27 foot long. And so if I came out, hold on a second, folks. I'm going to walk over here. If I came out, you know, even a couple more feet past this and put in post in through here, and then along the back side over here, you know, put some like post in through there, and then cover the whole camper, box it all in, if you will, and then have, you know, so that way I have an area that I could come out of the camper. I could walk around to the back of here and do what I needed to do in the back. And, you know, and then have like a room from here, come out to, you know, at least 10-12 feet, probably 12 feet if not more. Build that extension, so cover everything so that it would be protected, and then be able to have an area in here where I could put a wood stove. And if I have everything enclosed all around the camper, it's another layer of protection for the camper as well. It's going to keep it cooler in the summer, warmer in the winter. So, you know, that's a possibility. So we'll see what happens. But look at how the gray stuff on the insulation has all come off because of the winds and stuff like that. Isn't that interesting? Now on the back side here, it's all there still, no problem. But that wind blowing down through here definitely has worn that off, which I think is really cool. So anyway, but I hope this video makes you think. That's the whole premise of it. I just want you guys to think outside the box, try to look at a bigger plan, bigger solution, you know, with your preparedness. I mean, a lot of the people that are watching this are preppers. A lot of you guys are getting ready. But I want you to always think, what could I do to improve my situation? How do I put myself in a situation where if this is not a week-long event or less, what can I do to change it and make it better? So those are the things that I think about. So I just wanted to share that with you. Anyway, guys, I am going to jump off of here for now. Remember, we truly are all in this together. We are one race called the human race. As soon as we figure that one out, we're going to be in much, much better shape. Also remember to hug and kiss the ones that you love. Tell them every single day. Tomorrow is not guaranteed. We never know what's going to happen in life, so it's really important that we tell the people that we care about every day how we feel. Last but not least, STD. Step, thing, and day. One step at a time, one thing at a time, and one day at a time. Whatever you're trying to do, whatever you're trying to accomplish, you can do it. The only one stopping you from achieving your goals is going to be you. That's it, nobody else. Stay positive, stay away from the negativity, and you're going to be just fine. I hope you all have a great day, and I will talk to you later. Prepper Nurse 1, out for now.